Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power BI series. In today's video, we are going to understand how to use Append Queries option in Power Query Editor. Imagine you have sales data for different months like January, February, March and so on, all stored in the separate files or worksheets. Instead of combining them manually, Power Query Editor lets you stack them all together with just few clicks. Let's see this in action. So let's start by importing the data, and that data is stored in my Excel workbook. So I will click on the Excel workbook connector. I will select the respective file. So this is the workbook in which my data is stored. I will click on the open option. Now a navigator pane will get opened and it will show you all the worksheets that are present in this workbook called Append tables. So I will select the all the worksheets that are present in this workbook. On the right side you will be able to see the data present in that sheets. Now at the bottom you will be able to see the three options: load, transform data and cancel. So if you click on the load, then all three tables will be loaded in your Power BI desktop. If you click on the transform data, then all three queries, all three tables will be redirected to Power Query Editor for the data transformation. And if you click on the cancel, then this navigator window will get closed. So I want to transform this data. So I will click on the transform data option so that I will be redirected to my Power Query Editor. So I am clicking on transform data option. Now I am redirected to Power Query Editor. Now I want to have a single query, a single table which will have the monthly sales data for all the 3 months. I don't want it to be present in the separate tables. I just want a single table. So in that case, you will use the Append Queries option. And where is that option present? It is present in the Home tab of your Power Query Editor. So in the Home tab, you will be able to see this Append Queries option on the right side. So there is a drop down present. There are two options, Append Queries and Append Queries as a new. So what is the difference between them is, if you click on the Append Queries, then whatever the query or the table that you have selected, in that table, in that query itself, another query will be appended, another table will be appended. If you click on the Append Queries as a new option, then a separate table, a separate query will be created. So now I will click on Append Queries as a new option. Now I want to append more than two tables, right? So I will click on this option called as three or more tables. So it has selected the cells in March table by default because I clicked on that query and then I chose the append queries as new option. So if you don't want to have the March query, March table as your first table, then you can delete it from this option, tables to append. So how can you delete? Just select that, scroll to the bottom and click on this remove option. So I want the first table to be appended is the cells in January. Then I will double click on that. So it will be added on the right side. Otherwise, you can click on the table and you can use this option called add. It will be added on the right side. And then I want to append the March table. So this is the order that I want. First January, then February and then March. Then now I will click on OK. Now a new separate query will be created called as append one, and this query will be having all the data from these three tables. Okay. So how can you check that? In the date column, you will be able to see that we are getting the data for January, February and March as well. Another way to check is, if you click on the any of the table at the bottom, you will be able to see how many number of columns are there, how many number of rows are there. So in this particular table called as cells in Jan, there are 7 rows and 3 columns. In the February table, there are 7 rows also, and in the March table also there are 7 rows. So we are having 7 rows in all three tables. So in the append table, we should get a 21 rows, right? So I will click on the append one table, and at the bottom you will be able to see the 21 rows are there. So for appending the tables, there are certain rules. So the first rule is, there should be the same number of columns that should be present in the table that you are trying to append. So here you are able to see the three columns and all three tables are having that column. So let's say in the month of January, I am not having this date column. So I am trying to remove that column. Let's say I will remove that column, and the new step got added called remove column. Let's see in the append table. Here on the right side, you will be able to see for the month of January, there are no dates are present, but for February and March, we are having the dates. So why it is happening? Because there is a no column present called a date in your cells in January table. So that's why you are getting the null values. So whenever you are trying to append, make sure that the same number of columns are present in each and every table. So I want to see the date table back. So how can you get that table back? You can just cross out this step. So you will get the date table back, date column back. Now I will go to append query option, append one query that we have created. Now you will be able to see the dates for the January as well. The second rule is the data type of each and every column should be same throughout the tables. Okay. So if you focus over here, the date column is present in the date data type, product and sales, they are present in the text and the whole number data type. Let's say in the month of February, date column is present in the date data type, product is in the text and the sales is in the whole number. Let's try to modify the data type for the sales column in the sales in March table. So I'm changing its data type to the text, and I will replace the current step so that a new step won't be getting added on the right side. And now these first two tables are having the sales column present in the whole number, right? Is present in the whole number in the first two sheets, but in the third table, that is sales in March table, it is present in the text format. Now let's see in the append table. In the append table, just focus on the sales column. For the month of January and the February, you are able to see the sales figures are in the form of numbers. They are present on the right side. But for the month of March, they are present on the left side. So the data type of the each and every column that you are trying to append from your tables, that should be the same, that should be consistent. So these are certain rules that you have to take care while appending the tables. So I will change its data type again back to the whole number so that we'll get correct values in our appended table. So now you are getting the correct values, and these are 21 rows that are appended from all three tables. That's how it is easy to append the multiple tables in your Power Query editor. Now we have a single combined table with all our monthly sales data. If this video helped you, feel free to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos in the Power BI series. Till then, keep learning and exploring, and I will see you in the next one.